A USB shattered my life. I'm Nathan Brooks, living the American dream in Los Angeles, with a perfect love and a glamorous wedding planned at Chateau Marmont. Chloe Davis, my fiancée, was an Instagram star, the woman I loved for 6 years. But one rainy night in West Hollywood, an anonymous gift box appeared at our apartment door. No name, just a note. To the stunning bride, Chloe, that night was yours. I thought it was a silly Bachelorette gift, but when I plugged the USB into my laptop, my heart stopped. The screen lit up with a nightmare. Chloe, in a Hollywood club, wasn't just dancing. She kissed three strangers, smirked at the camera, and led them into a VIP room. Vanessa Cole, her best friend, filmed it, yelling, "Best bride ever, Chloe." Each second cut into my heart like a knife. The woman I was set to marry turned my love into a joke, and someone deliberately sent this video for me to see. Who? Vanessa? Or someone out to destroy her? I didn't confront her, didn't scream. I vanished, leaving Chloe to face the storm she created. But the story didn't end there. This secret spread like wildfire, from Beverly Hills mansions to Twitter, where hatched Chloe's scandal erupted. Chloe lost everything: family, career, reputation. I faced her, Vanessa, and the world learned the truth. How much can one wild night ruin? Stick around because this drama will leave you stunned. This isn't just my story. It's a wake-up call for anyone who believes in forever love. 6 years ago, a Hollywood party changed everything. Under neon lights and pulsing music, Chloe Davis walked in like the brightest star in Los Angeles. She danced in a shimmering dress, hair loose over her shoulders, her smile as radiant as the stage lights. I, Nathan Brooks, a software engineer used to staring at computer screens, never thought I'd be drawn to that glow. But after a few hesitant minutes, I mustered the courage to talk to her. We covered everything: favorite bands, old movies, travel dreams, the silliest stuff. As the sun rose over Santa Monica Beach, I had her number and a strange feeling. This was the start of something big. Chloe was an influencer, basking in Instagram's spotlight, with thousands of followers adoring her every post. I was the opposite, craving quiet evenings with coffee and books. But that difference made us fit together. Our love grew through sweet moments, weekend mornings making toast in our West Hollywood apartment, late-night drives down Sunset Boulevard, LA's lights twinkling. A year later, I asked her to move in, and she said yes, bringing her melting smile and a suitcase full of trendy clothes. But sometimes doubts crept in. Chloe had mentioned her wild past. All-night LA parties, fleeting flings. She swore she'd left it behind for me, and I believed her. But once she vanished for a night after a call from her best friend, Vanessa Cole. I freaked out, calling dozens of times with no answer. When she came back, she laughed, apologized, said it was just a fun night with friends. I brushed off the doubt, thinking it was a one-off impulse. Last fall, I proposed to Chloe on a yacht off Malibu under a blazing sunset. She cried, hugged me tight, and said yes before I could finish. We started planning a lavish wedding at Chateau Marmont, where Hollywood stars throw parties. Days picking orchids, tasting cakes, and bickering over guest lists were joyful, but tinged with unease. Vanessa was always there, dragging Chloe to bars, urging her to live it up before the wedding. Vanessa's provocative tone, her sly smiles, left me unsettled. But I trusted Chloe, believed our love was strong enough to withstand any temptation. My biggest mistake was thinking it would stay perfect forever. A devastating secret was waiting, ready to shatter that dream. When Chloe said yes on that yacht off Malibu, I felt like I was living in a Hollywood movie. Our wedding wasn't just a ceremony, it was a grand event, planned at Chateau Marmont, where stars throw lavish parties. Chloe wanted everything perfect, from twinkling lights to every petal on the tables. I, Nathan Brooks, a software engineer used to numbers and code, just wanted her happy. But looking back, those months drowned in wedding plans hid signs I should have noticed. We started with the venue. Chateau Marmont was Chloe's dream. She led me through its historic lobby, pointing at vintage walls and balconies overlooking LA. "Nathan, picture it," she said, eyes gleaming. "Our friends, the lights, the world knowing we're meant to be." I nodded, though I wondered if we needed 100 guests to prove our love. But I loved her, so I agreed. We put down a deposit, signed contracts, and dove into hectic months. Some days we spent hours picking flowers, red roses or white carnations. Others we tasted cakes until I was sick of chocolate frosting. Chloe wanted every detail Instagram perfect, from tablecloths to wine glasses. I teased her as the social media queen, but honestly, I admired her passion. Recently, Chloe landed a big deal modeling for a fashion brand's new campaign. The pressure to maintain her flawless image grew, and she was online more. Evenings, we'd drive down Sunset Boulevard, debating the guest list. Chloe wanted to invite influencers she knew from Instagram, people I'd never met. "They'll make our wedding legendary," she said, beaming. I shrugged, thinking if it made her happy, fine. But Vanessa Cole, Chloe's best friend, started showing up more. Vanessa was the type who craved every eye: tight dresses, loud laughs, explosive energy. She dragged Chloe to Hollywood bars, called at midnight to pull her into spontaneous photo shoots that lasted till dawn. I wasn't controlling, but it grated on me. Once, I planned a romantic dinner, but Vanessa called and Chloe bailed, leaving me with a cold table. "Vanessa just wants me to live it up before the wedding," Chloe laughed, kissing me sorry. I nodded, but wondered what living it up meant. Vanessa was also planning Chloe's bachelorette party. "Nathan, don't worry," she winked at a dinner. "I'll give Chloe the wildest night in LA." I forced a smile, uneasy at how she emphasized wildest. Vanessa always made me feel she was pushing Chloe into things beyond my reach. But I brushed it off, trusting Chloe wouldn't cross lines. That mistake led me to a devastating secret, ready to shatter everything we'd built. One rainy night in West Hollywood changed everything. I, Nathan Brooks, walked into our apartment after a long day, planning a surprise dinner for Chloe. But at the door, a small gift box sparkling with glitter sat soggy in the rain. No sender's name, just a note taped to the lid. "To the stunning bride Chloe, that night was yours." My heart beat faster. Vanessa Cole, Chloe's best friend, was known for theatrics, but why an anonymous gift? Or was it someone else? A knot of unease tightened, but I brought the box to the kitchen, set it on the counter, and stared like it held a bomb. I told myself not to be nosy, just a bachelorette gift, right? But my hands lifted the lid. Inside were familiar trinkets, a cheap plastic tiara, a future bride sash, and glitter spilling across the table. I smirked, thinking Vanessa sure knew how to make a scene. But at the bottom, a sleek black USB drive lay there, unlabeled, no note. My stomach churned. Why a USB in a party gift? I picked it up, turning it over, feeling like I was touching a secret I shouldn't know. Finally, I went to my laptop, plugged it in, and opened the single file. That's when everything crumbled. The video started with thumping EDM, flashing lights in a Hollywood nightclub. Chloe appeared, wearing the tiara, draped in the sash, smiling like a queen. She danced, waving a cocktail, her friends, led by Vanessa, cheering her on. I gave a faint smile, thinking this was just Chloe stealing the show as usual. But the footage shifted. Chloe pulled a stranger onto the dance floor, draping herself over him, giggling. Vanessa, holding the camera, shouted, "Go for it, Chloe!" My heart pounded. I wanted to stop, but couldn't. The next scene sliced like a knife. Chloe, in a VIP corner, sat between three men. She kissed one, then another, and when the third pulled her close, she looked straight at the camera, smirking defiantly, like she knew she was being filmed. Vanessa kept recording, her voice booming, "Best bride ever." Then Chloe led all three guys into a room, the door slamming shut. I sat there, the laptop's glow on my face, feeling like my chest was being torn apart. This wasn't my Chloe, the girl who lay beside me, dreaming of a home. This was a stranger, lost in lights and temptation. Every smile, every touch in that video cut into my heart. Vanessa knew, filming it all like a trophy. But who sent this USB? Vanessa or someone out to ruin her? Chloe came home that night, kissed me like nothing happened. I don't know what I'll do yet, but this secret has changed everything. That night, our West Hollywood apartment was cloaked in darkness. The laptop screen's glow casting an accusing light on my face. The Bachelorette video had ended, but the images, Chloe kissing three strangers, smirking defiantly at the camera, disappearing behind a VIP room door, replayed in my mind. I, Nathan Brooks, sat frozen, feeling like my heart was being torn to shreds. 6 years of love, 6 years dreaming of a family, now ashes because of one night in a Hollywood club. I wanted to scream, to smash something, but I could only clench my fists, trying to grasp what the hell had just happened. Chloe came home hours later, radiant as ever. She breezed in, kissed my cheek, and chattered about a photo shoot with Vanessa. "Did you see the dress I posted on Instagram? Fans are loving it." Each word she spoke was salt in my wound. I stared at her, searching for a trace of deceit, but she was too perfect. "You okay?" she asked, tilting her head with that smile I once thought was my world. I mumbled something about being tired, letting her head to the shower, but inside I was screaming. Was this the woman I was going to marry? The one who talked about our future kids? Or was it all an act, and I was the only fool who didn't know the script? I didn't sleep that night. I lay on the couch staring at the ceiling, replaying the video in my head. Every smile from Chloe, every touch with those guys, every best bride ever. Shout from Vanessa cut into me like a knife. I wondered what I'd missed. Those late nights Chloe came home drunk, with Vanessa dragging her to bars. Were those signs? Or was this a one-off loss of control? Curiosity drove me to Chloe's old phone in a drawer. I powered it on, finding a text from a random guy, months old. "Last night was fun, Chloe. Round 2. My heart sank. This wasn't the first time. How long had she been hiding things? I opened the laptop, rewatched the video, hoping for answers. But the more I saw, the worse it hurt. Vanessa didn't just film. She egged Chloe on, like it was planned. Chloe's defiant smirk at the camera, like she knew she was being recorded. Who sent this USB? Vanessa or someone else? I pictured confronting Chloe, yelling, demanding answers, but I realized whatever she said, sorry, blaming the booze or Vanessa, wouldn't change the truth. She chose to do it, chose to shatter our love. I didn't want to cry anymore. I wanted to act. I didn't know what I'd do yet, But one thing was certain. I couldn't keep living in this lie. This secret wouldn't bury me, it would change everything. After a sleepless night, I, Nathan Brooks, knew I couldn't live in this lie anymore. The Bachelorette video, Chloe kissing three strangers, smirking at the camera, and that old text with another guy burned away all my trust. I didn't want her excuses, didn't want to see that fake smile again. I wanted out. The next morning, Chloe kissed my forehead, saying, "See you tonight, love you," and left our West Hollywood apartment for work. I watched her go, heart heavy. The smile that was once my world now made me sick. The door closed and I stood, hands trembling, ready to act. I didn't overthink. I yanked a suitcase from the closet, tossing in clothes, my laptop, phone charger, and wallet. This apartment, with the couch we watched movies on, the dining table filled with laughter, wasn't home anymore. Chloe could have it all. I just wanted to leave. A software engineer who plans everything, vacations, weekend menus, now moved like someone else was in control. I opened my laptop, searching for an escape from LA. An Airbnb in Palm Springs popped up. Small, desert-surrounded, isolated. Perfect. I booked a week, paid up front, not caring about the cost. I needed space to breathe, to find myself again. Before leaving, I had to end the wedding. I grabbed the contract folder from my desk. Chateau Marmont, flowers, band, Chloe's dream, now my nightmare. I called the hotel manager, my voice eerily calm. "Hi, I need to cancel a wedding." The woman hesitated. "Any reason?" I gave a dry laugh. "Just things changed." She mentioned cancellation fees, keeping 30% of the deposit, but I cut her off. "Fine, cancel it." Money didn't matter. I wanted every trace of that day erased. I wrote a note, leaving it on the kitchen counter. "You know why." Then I did something bolder. Sent an anonymous email with a short clip of the video to Logan Parker, a well-known LA online journalist. I don't know why. I just felt the truth couldn't stay buried. I shoved the suitcase in my car, locked the apartment door, and drove off. LA faded in the rearview mirror. Sunset Boulevard's lights, Hollywood signs, all like a stranger's memory. On the road to Palm Springs, I played no music. Just the desert wind and Chloe's video images haunted me. She chose that, not me. At a gas station stop, my phone buzzed. A text from Chloe. "Where are you? Call me." I silenced it, tossed it onto the passenger seat, and kept driving. The Palm Springs house was small, serene, with a desert view. I dropped my suitcase, sank into a chair, and for the first time in 24 hours, exhaled. I'd left Chloe, the apartment, and the dream I once called forever. I didn't know my next step, but I knew one thing: I wasn't going back, ever. The desert wind in Palm Springs couldn't erase Chloe's Bachelorette video, kissing three strangers, smirking defiantly, Vanessa cheering. I, Nathan Brooks, sat in the small Airbnb seeking peace after abandoning Los Angeles and everything I once called home. But Chloe wouldn't let me go easily. Hours after arriving, my phone buzzed relentlessly. The screen lit up. 10 missed calls from Chloe, then 20, then 30. Texts piled up. "Nathan, where are you? Call me now." I thought of the note I left in the apartment, "You know why," and knew she'd returned, seen my suitcase gone, realized I hadn't just stepped out. I'd left her. Chloe's messages quickly shifted. From worry, they turned desperate. "Nathan, what's happening? Are you okay? I'm freaking out." I gave a bitter laugh, sitting on the porch chair, staring at the sprawling desert. Freaking out? Was she worried about me or her perfect image? I didn't reply, but she kept going. I know you're mad, but let's talk. I love you. Don't ruin what we have. Each word stabbed, not because I still loved her, but because of the manipulation. This wasn't remorse. This was Chloe Davis, Instagram star, trying to control me to save her reputation. Then she took it to social media. A friend sent a screenshot. Chloe posted an Instagram story, a photo of her in our West Hollywood apartment, eyes red, captioned, "When the person you love abandons you for no reason." Anyone felt this? I gripped my phone, anger surging. She dared play the victim? Dared let thousands of followers pity her, like I was the jerk who ditched his fiancée? But the drama didn't stop. Chloe went live on Instagram, sobbing, hinting I'd betrayed her by vanishing. I gave him everything, she cried, and he left like this. Fans split. Some defended her, others grew suspicious. I wanted to comment, scream that she slept with 3 guys, wrecked our love, but I held back. Her texts kept coming, now pleading, "Nathan, I can't live without you. Please tell me what to do." A voicemail, her voice shaking. "Nathan, I love you. Don't do this. We're forever, right?" I deleted them all. She had no right to say forever. Then another text stunned me. "If you don't talk, I'll get a lawyer. You can't ruin my reputation." Chloe was threatening to sue me for defamation. I turned off my phone, letting the desert wind drown it all out. She was panicking, not over losing me, but her spotlight. I'd chosen to leave, and I wouldn't let her drag me back. 3 days in Palm Springs couldn't erase Chloe's Bachelorette video. Kissing 3 strangers, smirking defiantly, Vanessa Cole shouting, "Best bride ever," like it was a trophy. Vanessa didn't just film, she instigated, turning my love into a mockery. I couldn't let her walk away unscathed. Sitting in the small desert Airbnb, I downloaded a burner phone app and texted Vanessa. "We need to talk about Chloe. Meet me at the Viper Room on Sunset Boulevard noon tomorrow." She replied instantly, panicked. "What's wrong? Is Chloe okay?" I didn't respond. I wanted to look her in the eyes when I exposed her. I drove from Palm Springs to LA, parked a few blocks from the bar, and walked in right on time. The Viper Room was loud, reeking of beer, rock music blaring. Vanessa was there, striking in a tight red dress, hair in curls, wearing sunglasses indoors. She waved, her smile strained. "Nathan, God, you freaked me out. What's going on?" I sat across from her, stone-faced. "Drop the act, Vanessa. I know about the bachelorette party. I saw the video." Her face froze, but she kept her cool. "Video? What do you mean? It was just a fun night." I leaned in, voice low but sharp. "Fun?" Chloe kissed 3 guys, led them into a VIP room, and you filmed it, cheering her on. You call that fun? Vanessa pushed her sunglasses onto her head, forcing a laugh. "Nathan, you're overreacting. It's a bachelorette party." "Every bride goes wild one last time. No big deal." I opened my phone, showing a screenshot of her text to Chloe. "Epic bride. You owned LA." I slid it across the table. "No big deal? You said she owned it while she betrayed me. What kind of friend are you?" Vanessa paled, her voice softening. "I didn't force her, okay? Chloe chose it. She always gets the attention, not me. I just wanted her to have fun." I froze. "You were jealous of Chloe, so you filmed it like a prize?" Vanessa blinked, realizing her slip. "No, I meant I filmed it for memories." I'd started recording on my phone hidden in my pocket. Memories? You turned my life into a joke, Vanessa. I slammed my hand on the table, her beer glass wobbling. You'll pay for this. The bar hushed for a second, heads turning. Vanessa glanced around, voice trembling. Nathan, calm down. I'm sorry if it went too far. But this is between you and Chloe. Don't drag me into it. I stood, staring her down. You dragged yourself in, Vanessa, and everyone will know who you are. She opened her mouth, but I was already walking out. Driving back to Palm Springs, I felt lighter, but the anger still burned. Vanessa's recorded words were my weapon. This was just the first step to let the truth explode. After confronting Vanessa, I, Nathan Brooks, drove from Palm Springs back to Los Angeles, heart heavy but resolute. The Bachelorette video, Chloe kissing 3 strangers, Vanessa cheering, not only destroyed my love but showed she wasn't who I believed. But I couldn't stop with Vanessa. Chloe had crafted a perfect image, ideal bride, Instagram star, and I couldn't let her keep deceiving everyone, especially her parents, Robert and Diane Davis. They always saw Chloe as their jewel, and I knew the truth would break them, but they needed to know. I arrived at the Davises' Beverly Hills mansion early in the morning. The sprawling house with iron gates and neatly trimmed palms looked straight out of a Hollywood film. Diane opened the door, her face warm but anxious. Nathan, thank God you're here. Chloe said you vanished. What's wrong? I stepped inside, heart pounding. Robert sat in the living room, reading a finance magazine, looking up when he saw me. Nathan, sit. You owe us an explanation. I settled on the leather sofa, taking a deep breath. I'm here to tell the truth. You should brace yourselves. I pulled out my phone, opening the video. Chloe isn't who you think. This is what she did at her bachelorette party. Diane frowned, taking the phone. As the video played, Chloe dancing, kissing 3 men, smirking at the camera, disappearing into a room. She covered her mouth, eyes welling. No, it can't be. This isn't her. Robert grabbed the phone, face reddening. He watched, fists clenched, then slammed it on the table. What the hell is this? We raised her better. I kept my voice steady. She wasn't forced. She chose it, and Vanessa filmed it to gloat. Diane sobbed, burying her face in her hands. How could she do this to you? To us? Robert paced, voice trembling with rage. I warned her about Vanessa. That girl's trash. I nodded. Vanessa egged her on, but Chloe decided. She even told Vanessa she wanted 1 free night before the wedding. Diane gasped, looking up. Free? She said that? I showed a screenshot of Vanessa's text. Epic bride, you owned L.A., Robert roared. Enough! She's a disgrace! He turned to me, voice low. You know, Nathan, this isn't her first time. Chloe was expelled from school over a cheating scandal. We covered it up, thought she'd change. Clearly, we were wrong. I froze. Chloe hid that past from me? Diane clutched my hand, pleading. Nathan, don't tell anyone, please, our family. We won't survive it. I pulled back, gently but firmly. I'm sorry, but this isn't my problem anymore. Chloe has to face the consequences. I stood, heading for the door. Robert called after me. You're right, Nathan. You deserve better. Driving back to Palm Springs, I felt lighter but hollow. Chloe's perfect image was shattered, and her hidden past made me wonder, who had I loved for 6 years? Now it was her parents' turn to deal with the wreckage. After dropping the truth bomb at the Davis Beverly Hills mansion, I, Nathan Brooks, drove back to Palm Springs, feeling like a weight had lifted. The Bachelorette video, Chloe kissing 3 strangers, Vanessa cheering. not only destroyed my love, but obliterated Chloe's perfect life. I expected consequences, but not this swift or brutal. Sitting on the Airbnb's porch overlooking the desert, I got a text from Emma, a mutual friend. Nathan, Chloe's completely falling apart. She's lost everything. I didn't reply right away, but what Emma shared made me realize Chloe was paying for that night, and no one was reaching out to save her. After I showed Robert and Diane the video, they didn't hold back. Emma said Diane, usually gentle, screamed at Chloe, "You're a disgrace to this family!" Robert, who always spoiled her, coldly ordered her out of the house. They piled Chloe's belongings, suitcases, designer bags, at the mansion's gate, locked the door, and told her to return only when she learned responsibility. Chloe, once Beverly Hills princess, stood outside, sobbing, begging, but no one opened the gate. She called Vanessa, hoping to crash with her, but Vanessa shut her down flat. "I'm not getting into your drama," Vanessa texted, as if she had no role in it. Chloe reached out to other friends, but most turned their backs. Emma said she called a few influencers in their circle, but no one picked up. Rumors about the Bachelorette party spread like wildfire, and nobody wanted the fallout. Chloe's finances collapsed even harder. She lived off Instagram sponsorships, but after the scandal, brands, from fashion to cosmetics, canceled contracts. Emma said Chloe sold her favorite Gucci bag to cover rent for a rundown apartment on LA. As outskirts, from Hollywood parties, she now worked part-time as a barista, her paycheck barely covering bills. In desperation, Chloe tried to retaliate. She posted an anonymous story spreading rumors I'd abused her, hoping to regain sympathy. But the Bachelorette video had leaked and no one bought it. Worse, a fashion brand sued her for breaching their ethics clause, demanding thousands in damages. My phone kept buzzing with Chloe's texts, now desperate pleas. "Nathan, I've lost my family, friends, job. I'm sorry, talk to me." A voicemail, her voice breaking. "I messed up, give me a chance." I deleted them all. She wasn't sorry for betraying me, she was sorry she got caught. Emma said Chloe went back to her parents' house, kneeling, begging forgiveness. But Robert slammed the door. "We don't have a daughter like you," he said. Staring at the Palm Springs desert, I felt a flicker of satisfaction, but also emptiness. Chloe, once the center of every gaze, was now a shadow. She'd demolished her own life, and I wasn't the one picking up the pieces. But I knew this drama wasn't over. Chloe wouldn't go down quietly. The desert wind in Palm Springs couldn't soothe the pain of Chloe's Bachelorette video, kissing 3 strangers, Vanessa filming, both turning my love into a mockery. I thought I'd cut ties by leaving Los Angeles, but Chloe wouldn't let me go quietly. One evening, as I sat on the Airbnb's porch listening to desert crickets, urgent knocks shattered the silence. I opened the door, and there was Chloe, hair disheveled, eyes swollen, clothes rumpled, no trace of the Instagram star. "Nathan, we need to talk," she said, voice trembling. I stood still, gripping the doorknob. "You're not welcome here." But Chloe pushed past, stepping inside, her voice rising. "You can't do this. You vanished, ruined my life all over one drunken night." I shut the door, anger surging. "Drunk? You call kissing 3 guys, leading them into a VIP room, drunk? You think I didn't see the video, didn't see you smirking at the camera?" Chloe paled, but quickly regained composure, eyes flashing with fury. "That wasn't me. Vanessa pushed me into it. I didn't know she was filming. Why won't you believe me?" I gave a bitter laugh, stepping closer. "Believe you? You chose it, Chloe. Vanessa filmed, but you led those three guys into that room. Don't blame her. Chloe burst into tears, dropping to her knees, grabbing my hand. Nathan, I messed up. I panicked before the wedding, scared of losing freedom. But I love you. Don't let one night destroy us. I yanked my hand free, voice icy. One night? You destroyed 6 years. You turned my love into a joke. Chloe sprang up, her tone turning sharp. And you? You told my parents, got me kicked out. You spread rumors, ruined my reputation. Don't you have a heart? I locked eyes with her. I didn't spread rumors. You wrecked yourself, Chloe, and now you dare play the victim? She screamed, slamming her hand on the table. You'll regret this. I'll sue you. I opened the door, pointing outside. Get out, we're done. Chloe stormed out, leaving a heavy silence. But the drama didn't stop. The next morning, Emma texted. Logan Parker, the online journalist, had just published a viral article with a clip of the Bachelorette video, source unknown. Titled, Instagram Stars Fall, Hollywood Bachelorette Scandal, it exploded online. Chloe and Vanessa were suing each other. Chloe blamed Vanessa for filming. Vanessa claimed Chloe forced her to keep it secret. I was dragged in as a witness, facing public pressure. My phone buzzed with a text from Chloe. Nathan, you did this to me? I didn't reply. She wanted to pull me down, but I wouldn't play her game. This drama had spiraled too far, and I didn't know how it would end. The bachelorette party drama didn't end with the Palm Springs confrontation. The video, Chloe kissing 3 strangers, Vanessa cheering, exploded online, turning Chloe's life into a public nightmare. I, Nathan Brooks, sat in the small desert Airbnb, trying to keep my distance from Los Angeles, but a text from Emma, our mutual friend, pulled me back. Nathan, Twitter's going wild over Chloe, she's done for. I didn't want to dive deeper, but what happened next showed Chloe was facing her final reckoning with no one to save her. Logan Parker, the online journalist, didn't just post the video clip, he published an interview with Vanessa, sending #ChloeScandal trending across Twitter. Fans dug through Chloe's Instagram, dragging up old posts, from Hollywood parties to fashion ads, calling her a fraud. One tweet read, "Worst bride of the year. How dare she cry on live stream?" Chloe deleted her Instagram, but screenshots spread everywhere. Fashion and cosmetic brands publicly cut ties, one even tweeting, "We don't condone unethical behavior." Chloe's fans split. A few defended her, saying she partied too hard, but most turned, labeling her a liar. The lawsuit between Chloe and Vanessa made things worse. Chloe sued Vanessa for filming, while Vanessa countersued, claiming Chloe forced her to keep it secret. I was dragged in as a witness, submitting my recorded conversation with Vanessa to the court. The court ruled against Chloe, ordering her to pay damages to Vanessa and a fashion brand for breaching contract ethics, plunging her into debt. Emma said Chloe now lived in a shabby apartment on LA's outskirts, working as a barista, avoiding everyone. Vanessa didn't escape either. Shunned for her role as instigator, she lost all her sponsorship deals. A friend said Vanessa moved away, too ashamed to show her face. Amid the chaos, Logan Parker reached out, wanting to interview me. I declined, but his article still called me an unlikely hero, revealing I'd sent the video anonymously. Twitter unexpectedly rallied behind me, dubbing me the guy who exposed the truth. I didn't want the spotlight, just to leave the past behind. Chloe sent one final text. Nathan, happy now, the world hates me, I have nothing. I didn't reply. She wanted guilt, but I wouldn't bite. She chose this path from the Bachelorette night to her fake livestream tears. Staring at the Palm Springs desert, I felt justice had been served, but my heart was still hollow. Chloe, once the center of every gaze, was now a mocked name. Vanessa paid her price too, but I didn't want to live in this drama forever. I'd done what I needed, and now it was time to move forward. This story somehow still wasn't fully closed. The Bachelorette party drama has faded, but its scars remain. I, Nathan Brooks, stand on the porch of the small Palm Springs Airbnb, watching the sun sink into the desert, its fiery orange glow promising a fresh start. Chloe's video, kissing three strangers, Vanessa cheering, shattered my love but taught me a costly lesson. After confronting Chloe, exposing Vanessa, and letting the truth erupt online, I realized I didn't need her to feel whole. I left Los Angeles not out of weakness, but because I deserved a life free of lies. Those early days in Palm Springs weren't easy. Some nights I lay awake, wondering if I'd been too harsh sending the video to Logan Parker, letting Chloe and Vanessa face the social media storm. But then I'd recall Chloe's defiant smirk in the video, her manipulative texts, her attempt to paint me as the betrayer on live stream. I have no regrets. I started over, working remotely for my tech company, jogging desert trails each morning and embracing a peace LA never offered. This small house with its wind and sandy scent became my healing ground. I no longer lived for Chloe's spotlight. I lived for myself. Chloe stopped reaching out. Emma said she moved to a small town, taking odd jobs, trying to rebuild after losing her lawsuits and everything else. I hope she learned something, but it's not my concern anymore. Vanessa vanished too, shunned for her role in the scandal. I don't want to dwell in hate. Instead, I started a podcast sharing my journey through pain and rediscovering self-respect. Unexpectedly, it drew thousands of listeners. A letter from a fan moved me. Nathan, your story helped me leave a toxic relationship. Thank you. Those words showed my pain wasn't meaningless. The biggest lesson I want to share is this: never trade your values for love. If someone betrays or lies, walk away with strength. True love is built on honesty and respect, and you deserve that. I don't regret leaving West Hollywood, confronting Vanessa, or letting the truth speak. Each step was me choosing myself. This story isn't just about Chloe's betrayal or the Twitter storm. It's about finding strength in pain, learning to stand tall when your world collapses. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I won't let anyone hurt me like that again. If you've been betrayed, hear me. You're stronger than you think. Walk away, hold your head high, and build a life worthy of you.